This is Olbermann. I'm Adnan Virk in for KO. There's so much great stuff going on in sports right now. I had a hard time choosing what to talk about tonight. Could be the NBA Finals. Cavs versus Warriors is 1 week away, but unfortunately, we couldn't fly Riley Curry up here in time to upstage me, just like she did her sharpshooting dad. There are 2 Game 7s in the NHL Conference Finals, which will be marvelous theater Friday and Saturday night. But if I talk pucks for 5 minutes, either Steve Levy, John Buccigross, or Linda Cohn will high-stick me in the halls of Bristol for some glaring oversight I'll surely commit. I'm not taking any chances with 2 minutes for hooking. So we begin with my second annual commentary on this program, melding my twin passions in life. No, not pizza and Pepsi, but baseball and movies. Our national pastime hitting the quarter mark of the season, just in time for summer blockbuster season. The best popcorn picture and action movie in years, yes, years, is Mad Max Fury Road. It's propulsive, apocalyptic, delirious fun. It'll blow your senses to smithereens. And I watched it while sitting next to SportsCenter anchor and former model Mad Max Bredos, who exclaimed with me, "I had a little brother, and he was perfect in every way." Plus, the guitar solo in that flick, still going. The other Mad Max strumming the sweetest tune for the Washington Nationals, Scherzer, of course. This was supposed to be the super rotation for the Nationals, akin to the Braves Hall of Famers in the 90s, or the Phillies from a handful of years ago. Instead, it's been Scherzer carrying the staff with a 1.51 ERA. Offensively for the Nationals, it's been Bryce Harper's world, and we are just living in it. Okay, he's cocky, but wouldn't you be if you had his prodigious talent matched by outrageous production? He's hitting .331 and leading the league in RBI with 43. He's an A-list star, the face of a franchise with sky-high expectations, which makes him Chris Pratt in Jurassic World, blasting into theaters in 2 weeks' time. Harper and Pratt, tons of potential, ripped, and both battling dinosaurs. Pratt has to contend with a giant genetically modified dinosaur that was created in a lab. Harper's genetically modified dinosaur, Nelson Cruz. They'll be battling for the home run lead all year long. Later this summer, Terminator Salvation. It's a movie about a chemically enhanced, washed-up star coming back and reinvigorating a dead franchise, even though no one really wanted him to come back. But the franchise had no choice but to do it, so they didn't lose a ton of money. Or the Alex Rodriguez story. Seriously, a quarter of the way through the season, he is one of the Yankees' offensive leaders, which just strikes many as offensive. Speaking of offense, the Giants weren't supposed to have any, but that wild-eyed Hunter Pence is back, and Brandon Crawford is raking. So we know San Fran isn't supposed to contend in odd years, but there's Bruce Bochy's Giants lurking, just like San Andreas. The Rock is always lurking in everyone's minds, but who could have expected a Tim Lincecum resurgence? He says San Francisco is a fault line, and big-time Timmy Jim's been a revelation. 5-2, 2.56 ERA with 40 strikeouts. Get your freak on. He may not have the physique of The Rock or Prince Fielder, but just like that Ranger star, Lincecum has his mojo back. And so do the Minions. Yes, those adorable upstarts from Despicable Me. That would be the Houston Astros. First time ever in franchise history, they are the first in the majors to 30 wins. Jose Altuve is the same height as a Minion and will be a perennial all-star, while Dallas Keuchel is a truly unexpected ace. Houston, no problem. For now. The new Entourage movie will have plenty of cameos from famous people. Mark Wahlberg, Ronda Rousey, and Brian Price, the Reds manager, more profane than Ari Gold trying to negotiate a deal. A.J. Burnett is Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible 5. He talks about it every year, but Burnett will not fade away from the limelight. The dude's putting up a 1.37 ERA that leads all of baseball. That's enough to get Tom Cruise jumping up and down on Oprah's couch. The 10th anniversary of that groundbreaking event, it just passed. It's so good. Pixar's Kid Bonanza is the story of the AL East where everything is inside out, featuring the Rays, who were nobody's pick to win, leading a mediocre division. Pitch Perfect 2? That could be the national slogan right now in baseball as the dead ball era continues and pitchers rule. Which brings us to Big Bartolo Colon leading the National League in wins with 7. The crossover for Bart, Ted too, of course. Don't you just want to wrap your arms around that big, cuddly teddy bear? Okay, we kid about Colon, but seriously, so much of Hollywood's summer is made up of derivative, pointless, bombastic sequels lacking in creativity or originality. So let's applaud the Marlins for thinking outside the box and hiring a guy with no managerial experience, Dan Jennings, to run the team. Oh, wait, he managed in high school. Third worst record in baseball. Okay, maybe that idea, along with the Marlins, is best served Luca Brasi style, sleeping with the fishes. I'll see you at the movies.